And David, how do you approach identifying a challenge and taking it on?
It's a really good question. I was kind of struggling to think about this yesterday, because I was thinking, well, you know, I tend to, my brother always says, if there's an easy way or a hard way, David, you always pick the hard way to do something. So I think I've got it sort of, I don't know, I'm a bit weird like that. I think I'll just pick the harder way to do it. So I don't know, I was just struggling to think about it. And one of my wife's ex-pupils has had 2 Ironmans cancelled that he was supposed to do this last year because of Corona. So he set out to do his own round the Cotswolds yesterday. And twice he passed us sort of lunchtime. And then we went to see him, we went out for dinner in the evening, and then we saw him finish at probably about 9:30 last night. So it took him, I don't know, 13 and a half hours. And I was thinking a lot about that. And anyone who can do an Ironman is pretty impressive in my book, because it's the sheer volume of training that you've got to do. There's probably not much bigger challenges in terms of physical challenges that you can do in the world. And I think it boils down to a few things. One, it's the preparation. So are you mentally ready to do a challenge? A lot of people go, yeah, of course I am. And they attack it really hard for a short period of time. They burn all their emotional energy on it, and then they're worn out. And I think sometimes these challenges are marathons, not sprints. And it's just important to kind of just take a step back and go, hang on a minute, I've got to dig into the trenches here a little bit, and I've got to last for a few months during this, or whatever period of time it is, and you've got to really go for it. And that means you've got to go quite deep into your grit, which we talked about before. So I think the preparation side is enormous. And in terms of what Tom was saying on the emotional intelligence side, set short goals. Don't go, the goal is to make £10 million or hire 500 people or whatever it is. Just set little goals that you can achieve. The more you win, even internally in your own mind, it builds grit and it builds confidence. So just set little targets. Maybe, this week I need to have 5 calls with people about potential work opportunities. Do the same next week, and just get into that habit of winning regularly.